I'd like to introduce you to BJ. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you have an organization, or you work with an organization called Beyond Christmas.
That's correct.
Beyond Christmas. What exactly does that mean?
It's a somewhat unusual name, and it usually creates quite a bit of conversation. But the reason for the name was to help people to understand it's important that we be concerned about one another beyond the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find in Buffalo, unfortunately, there's a very large population of homeless people.
Right.
And if they come up to the average Joe or Joan on the street during any time other than the holiday times, they may not be met very warmly.
Right.
But around Thanksgiving,
Of course.
and Christmas, everybody's loving on them.
Right. Everybody has the warm,
Right.
fuzzy feeling. And
But
wants
come
to give.
January,
Right.
the first week of January,
Mhm.
forget it.
And it's still cold, and there's still need to eat, and there's still issues.
Absolutely. So we're trying to encourage people to be considerate and to be concerned beyond Christmas.
And how do you do that? Because my experience in downtown Buffalo, I have been approached by people asking for money. I've been approached by people asking for, and I don't give money
Okay.
to people on the street. There was one gentleman, he wanted a hot dog.
Okay.
And because he wanted food, I said, I'll buy that.
Right.
Because I don't want you to take that money and use it for drugs
Sure.
or whatever may have gotten you into that position in the first place. And I told him, well, come on over to the place and order your, it was a little, stand or whatever. I said, order your hot dog. He said, I can't go over there. I said, well, why not?
Oh, they probably abandoned?
No.
No?
He said, I'm itching. I said, well, why are you itching? He said, I've got bugs from staying in an abandoned building.
Yeah.
So I bought him a kit, a lice kit to use, but that to me is let me know how big the problem is, because sometimes you think it's just food.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you think, okay, they just want to go buy drugs, but
Right.
there's bigger issues.
Absolutely.
Like sleeping in abandoned buildings, getting mites, bugs, lice, all these types of things. Does your organization kind of help with those other aspects of
Absolutely,
living?
and God bless you for doing that.
Oh, well,
because
I mean,
most people
you should.
would not have met his need.
Mhm.
Most people think they're lying.
No.
Most people think that they're wanting the money for drugs and for
Let me tell you
alcohol.
something. I've had hives before and had to
Oh, me
scratch.
too.
So when you tell me you're itching
Yeah,
all over,
you can
I want to help
sympathize.
you.
I
I
know.
can sympathize with that. But I get that a lot of people don't believe that because they think, okay, well, this person is addicted to drugs, and some may be addicted to drugs.
Right.
Some it may just be more of a mental
Exactly.
issue. But there's lots of things that we all go through.
Absolutely. And it's important for people to understand, as a nonprofit organization, we're part of a Christian church here in Buffalo, Hurdle Avenue, Faith Good Shepherd Chapel, 20-year-old church in a beautiful Jewish synagogue, but it's a Christian church. And because of that, we believe what the Word says,
Mhm.
that we need to help one another.
Right.
And we meet all kinds of needs, because I'm a firm believer, even as an evangelist, I don't think you can meet people's spiritual need until you meet their natural needs.
Absolutely.
And if someone's cold, if someone's homeless, if someone's hungry,
Right.
you need to do that. The Salvation Army is probably best known for doing that.
Absolutely.
Their model
Yeah,
is
you
fantastic.
see a lot of times during, like you said, the holidays, the little red canisters outside of stores. And
But what they did, Yasmin, was they began by meeting the natural needs. They would bring you in, give you a hot bath,
Right.
clothe you, feed you, then they would talk
Right,
to you.
because then your mind can focus on something beyond.
Because you can't focus with your stomach growling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So talk to me about how you all go about this. Do you raise money through fundraising? Do you, look for donations from people? Do you?
We do a variety of things.
Okay.
We're about to launch an online auction where people around the world will be able to bid on some very nice things right from any mobile device. We also we do a lot of cooking.
Okay.
Churches are known for that, and we just do a variety of things. Because my background is that of accounting and mortgage banking. Before I went into ministry, I was a mortgage banker.
Okay.
And also a cost accountant. So we have our own branding. You know how Rush has his own debit card?
Mhm.
Beyond Christmas has its own
Okay.
Visa debit
So
card.
you have some kind of outside of the box ways
Oh,
of bringing
absolutely.
in.
We use the business acumen that I learned in corporate America to run this nonprofit.
Makes sense.
And we're also very big on trying to help people start their own little thing.
Right.
You know, whether it becomes a full-time income or just something that they do
To
on the
supplement.
side to supplement their employment. Everybody in Congress
Right.
has a small business.
Mhm.
Every one of us should have a small
Right.
business of some sort on the side for the tax
A
advantages.
legal small business.
A legal
Let's
one.
be clear. You have to clear that up sometimes.
Yeah. But most of the people come to us through referrals.
Mhm.
Other nonprofits, whether they be churches or charities. We do get some referrals from the police department,
Okay.
interestingly
Right.
enough. People think they can just come up to me and just say, oh, well, BJ, I need a pair of sneakers, and I can't always entertain those.
Right, you trying to get them new Jordans,
There you
talking
go.
about, I need some sneakers. No, sir, no, you don't.
Yeah, but so we have a method where most of the referrals come from other nonprofit organizations.
Well, talk to me about the racks, sacks, and packs.
Okay. RACs, Random Acts of Kindness, not a new idea. The SACs, Spontaneous Acts of Compassion, somewhat new, I'll go into that in just a second. And then PACs, of course, are planned acts of kindness. The difference between the RAC, the SACs, and the PACs is that the acts of kindness are just nice things.
Right.
Could be anything from opening the door, from holding the elevator door,
Right.
letting someone skip you in line.
Carrying somebody's groceries.
Absolutely, all of those are acts of kindness. Sometimes all that's needed is just a smile.
Right.
You know,
True,
because
yeah.
a lot of times people walk around Buffalo, you know, with these grumpy faces.
It's not just Buffalo.
You know?
Trust me, I've been all over and it's all over, you know, because people are going through things in
That's
their
true.
day and they're not really thinking about it.
That's
But
true.
even if you're going through something and you just smile at someone and just say, you know, hey, you look nice today, or I hope
Exactly.
you have a great day, it really does make a difference.
It's important that it be genuine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the spontaneous acts of compassion, that usually alleviates suffering. A kind act may not do that.
Right.
The compassionate things that we do, and we're also the people that give out the Angel Awards.
Okay.
We gave the police officer in New York who brought the homeless man some boots. We gave him an Angel Award. We've given several people locally Angel Awards. The gentleman who stopped the young lady from jumping off the overpass, we gave him and others Angel Awards. So if we catch people doing good, we'll give them an Angel Award.
Nice.
But basically what we're trying to do is to just alleviate some of the meanness
Right.
and some of the suffering. And we don't just do it locally, we do it all over. In fact, last year, because of some of our activities, we were selected as one of two charities, official charities for the Oscars. You know, the pampering booths that they have for the celebrities, we were blessed to be able to go there for the week, meet various celebrities. Surprisingly, most of them have small businesses
Right.
and foundations.
Right.
And so we had an opportunity to kind of rub elbows with people who have the means. And what they have said to us is they've made a commitment. In fact, they're waiting on me now to come up with measurable ways for them to spend their money
Right.
through our charity. And so, you know, that's what we're looking to do, and that's why we're about to launch this new campaign called Love This City.
Love this city. And is that going to be localized in Buffalo? Is that going to be throughout different cities across the country?
Well, it's going to be both. It started over in Auckland, New Jersey, New Zealand.
New Zealand, okay.
And Jenna and her husband Tim started it back in, I believe it was 2013. They saw us on the internet, we saw them, we began to kind of converse, and they have an activity where they've been trying to launch it in local cities. And it's gotten off to a bit of a slow start. Well, I was so impacted by what they were doing. I said, well, this can be an arm of what we already do as individuals, as churches, as groups. We can do this because I absolutely love Buffalo. I've had the pleasure to travel a lot of different places, even overseas where we've started several churches and other nonprofit groups over in the islands. But I love Buffalo. So I said, let's begin to love bond people here.
Right.
And so that's what we're in the process of putting together, and we hope to launch that next month.
Amazing. Well, I look forward to seeing that. How can people get involved in what you're doing, whether it's the, you know, random acts of kindness, the, you know, the I love this city, you know, some of the other things that you have going on, even the dinners, because I would love to help come and cook. And I'll just be honest with you, I don't go to church, I'm not a religious person, but I would love to come and help cook and just have some of that fellowship.
That would be awesome.
You know, because I think that that is important
It is.
in building that bond with people. So how can
It
other
is.
people get involved?
Well, you know, you will see if you go to lovethiscity.info, you will see the beginnings of that campaign, and it tells at the end of one of the pages, and they're very short, that people can get started right now with doing an act of kindness. Like us on Facebook,
True.
okay? That's an act
I'm gonna
of
do that
kindness.
as soon as we finish. I'm gonna go do that.
And then otherwise, email us.
Okay.
Or, you know, send us a message on Facebook, and just simply let us know if you're an individual, a family, or a group that would be interested in getting involved with Loving the City. Because what we're basically going to do is we're going to honor city workers that are perhaps often ignored.
Right.
And then we're just going to randomly pick people on the streets of Buffalo, and we're going to load them up with stuff.
Right.
And we just want to love on Buffalo and its residents.
And I want to make a suggestion. Maybe do some free hugs. One of my friends in Charlotte, she will sometimes just go downtown with a sign that says free hugs.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
That's awesome.
Give out hugs.
One of the young ladies that we've counted her acts of kindness in our goal of 1 million.
1 million, right.
She has over 30,000 hugs.
Yeah.
That she's given out in about an 18-month
And
period.
that sometimes that really makes a difference
It
in a
really
person's
does.
day. They may not have had a hug like that human contact in a couple days, a week, longer, you never know. So that
Absolutely.
even that small little bit can change somebody.
Again, you know, large or small, we want to count it all.
Well, you can get all of the contact information right here inside this post, and of course give the website just so if anybody's watching they can get
BeyondChristmas.org, BeyondChristmas.org, or check us out on Facebook, Beyond Christmas.
All right, well thank you BJ, I appreciate it, and
Yes.
keep up the good work.
Appreciate you, thank you.